economy and the Worcester economy. And so the idea was to highlight the important role that manufacturing has, and also to bring people up to speed of what today's manufacturing is. Because, we have the saying about, it's not your father's manufacturing anymore. And with advanced manufacturing, which there's such a high percentage of in Massachusetts, it really is not that, what people think of as dirty, dark, and dangerous anymore. There's some pretty high-tech equipment involved now.
Right.
The skill sets are somewhat different than they used to be. And so I think it's to try to help people who are interested in manufacturing, or people who just don't even know about manufacturing, get a little bit of a renaissance in their mind, if you will, about what manufacturing really is.
So an opportunity to kind of spotlight this industry and what the opportunities are. And I know you'd mentioned about the ramping up of the skills necessary. And Kathy, I guess that's where you and programs like yours at Quinsigamond Community College come in. What's some of the programs that the college offers? And I know Mass MEP also does training as well. What's some of the skills that folks can get here or need for I guess that would be the way to ask it. What's some of the skills that people need today to get into manufacturing?
Right. Well, Jeff, when we talk about manufacturing, we're really talking about both ends of the spectrum, from the research and design, the engineering aspects, to the manufacture and the production. Mm-hmm. When people hear the word manufacturing, they only think of production. But honestly, you can't manufacture something that hasn't been designed, right? So at QCC, we offer programs that we feel support manufacturing across that continuum, from engineering to our manufacturing technology and our electromechanical programs, which are very focused on production or on the installation, maintenance of automated equipment, which is key in an advanced manufacturing facility. So the kinds of skills that employers typically talk about range from very simple and kind of discrete skills in CAD, CNC operation, ability to understand and read blueprints, do basic measurements, understand basic concepts of geometry and dimensioning and that kind of thing. But
so again, skills though that maybe weren't as necessary, 30, 40 years ago in manufacturing, a bit more kind of hand work, but less kind of intellectual kind of work involved in the process.
Right. In the former days, I think especially people who grew up here in Worcester can have memories of, the shift changes at a place like Heald Machine or Norton Company, when people would be going in and out of those facilities in tens of hundreds at a time, and they were really involved in kind of repetitive manufacturing processes because we were manufacturing on a large scale in those facilities.
Right.
Now we manufacture in a much smaller scale, more high-end scale, and the kind of technicians that we need today have to have some real understanding of basic computer operations, computer programming, ability to work with statistics, understand and interpret them, to understand quality aspects of production, that kind of thing. So the skills are very sophisticated and different. And that's why the kinds of training that the Mass MEP offers and then the educational programs that QCC offers are so important to help people really build a career.
And both your organizations actually have a great linkage agreement between the two, so that folks can take some classes through the Mass MEP, and then apply and get credit for it for programs over at QCC if they want to go on to an associate's level.
That's right.
And then I believe it's also articulated out through a bachelor's through WPI.
The engineering program is actually a bachelor's through WPI, but in our manufacturing program we actually have the 4-year degree agreement with Fitchburg State, because they have an industrial technology program, very specific industrial technology program.
So one of the things that I know employers are reporting to us is that, you've got a wave of people with a lot of industry, been working 40, 50 years, and they're aging out of the workplace. They're getting ready to retire, they're getting ready to leave full-time employment, and this idea of there being a real gap there's no ready replacements with the training and skills needed to come in, and so that's where these training programs become so vital, is to help do that. And I think and part of the manufacturing day is to help make sure that people are aware of the opportunities in manufacturing, and then what programs are kind of out there that might be able to help them.
That's right. In fact, a big piece of Manufacturing Day is encouraging manufacturing employers to open their doors and invite community groups, students, parents, in to see what they're doing. When you drive around anywhere in Worcester or in the Central Mass region, we're going by lots of brick buildings, lots of small places, which actually house some really interesting high-tech manufacturing. But if you don't get inside to see it, you don't really understand what it's all about.
And Lisa, I know that your organization, the Mass MEP, works very closely with manufacturers, and that you do get a chance to see some of the exciting manufacturers out there. Can you maybe give us a flavor for some of the employers that are out there doing some neat stuff that people might be interested in learning more about?
I was going to say I have a lot of great statistics for you. I can't think of specific employees. I mean, I think that the work that all the manufacturers that are doing the advanced manufacturing is really cool. They do such different things, value-added pieces,
right,
and very precise pieces. So
Can you give us a flavor though of what a typical kind of manufacturing setup might look like? Here in Central Mass.
You mean a company?
Yeah. If you walk in, what do people maybe? What would they see if they walk into a facility? Some typical kinds of manufacturing facilities.
I was going to say, and actually, one of the companies that's a great example of being able to kind of see directly onto the shop floor is Tegra. You walk into their entryway, and you can see their production floor because they have it behind glass walls, and it is absolutely, and they're medical devices, so it's absolutely fascinating to see the equipment that's back there, the CNC machinery, and CNC means computer numerically controlled. I know people don't often know what that term means. So the workers are standing behind these great big machines, and it's the machines that are making the part, and it's the computer module that operator interfaces with. But the cleanliness of those shops is astounding, and they're light, big open rooms with the equipment in it, and you can see the parts that they're making while they're doing that. But I want to just backtrack really quickly when you were talking about the opportunity in manufacturing, that the predicted job openings by 2022, 9 years down the road from now, is like 115,000 people for Massachusetts.
Wow. So that's a lot of jobs that'll be opening up. And I know the average wage in the industry is exceeds $70,000.
Right, and it's higher for manufacturing than it is for the average income. And one of the things that people also don't understand about manufacturing and the important role that it really has in the central Massachusetts area specifically is, Worcester ranks 15th nationwide for manufacturing as part of their economy, okay, nationwide. So, and that's like compared to Springfield, which ranks 38th, and Boston, which ranks 54th. Okay.
So there you go.
So, that's right. Yeah. So that just shows some of the importance of manufacturing. But
and I know historically too. I mean, Worcester has been a real hub for manufacturing, and so if you look at the in terms of what it's meant to our economy historically, and it still does. It really speaks to that need for us to maintain a strong workforce, which gets back to the need to make sure people are aware of the opportunities, especially parents and young people, which gets us back to this attempt nationally and indeed internationally to put a spotlight on manufacturing through Manufacturing Day, which is October 4th. And again, we're speaking with Lisa Oden from the Massachusetts Manufacturing Extension Partnership, and Kathy Wrench from Quinsigamond Community College. So tell us about some of the stuff that's lined up for Manufacturing Day on October 4th. what's some of the activities that I know, Kathy, you have some stuff going on campus?
Yeah, we do. Actually, we're very excited about celebrating Manufacturing Day here this year. We have got a full day of activities on October 4th, starting with a screening of a new documentary called The American-Made Movie, which is a documentary that is celebrating innovation, invention, and manufacturing, frankly. This documentary is really has been produced by a group of people who are committed to helping all Americans understand the importance of manufacturing and keeping it local, and the importance of that on our national and local economies. So they have screened the movie around the country. There was a very small screening of it in Boston in July. We were lucky enough to get a licensing agreement in place on October 4th, and we'll be showing it here on campus, both to our students and faculty, and we've also invited many of our partners from local vocational technical high schools and comprehensive high schools that have technical programs to come bring their students to view the film. And what I like about this film, I've had quite a bit of time to talk to one of the guys who's been working with the producers. They are very upbeat and excited about manufacturing, and this is the goal of this documentary, is to get everybody feeling that way. So
well, I've seen the trailer, and folks can see the trailer online if they Google the American-Made Movie.
.com. That's right.
.com. There you go. So that's happening on campus, and I know we're also we're partnering up together with both your organizations to help promote Manufacturing Day, and again having manufacturers open their doors for open houses that day and help connect people with getting tours and talking to manufacturers about the products that they do. I'm always amazed here locally at some of the things that come out of manufacturers here in Central Massachusetts that they go throughout the world, and some real product leaders, are made right here in Central Massachusetts.
Yeah, that's absolutely right. And what people forget is that all the component parts and anything that we buy are manufactured somewhere. For example, Swiss Turn down in Oxford is a screw machine job shop. They manufacture screws that fit into medical devices and all kinds of other, consumer kinds of equipment that any one of us might buy. But we don't think about the fact that all those things are manufactured somewhere.
Now, Lisa, one of the common perceptions out there is that manufacturing's dying and all the jobs are going overseas, and I'm sure you get that a lot, especially as you talk to maybe parents or people looking at career options. Can you speak to how what the messaging is around that, or how you counter that perception?
Well, again, it's one of if people really look at it, manufacturing actually led Massachusetts out of the economic downturn that we had there. And although the shape and face of what manufacturing was in the past has changed, there is plenty of room for opportunity. All you need to do is, take a look at the ads, the want ads, and you will see plenty of, we work most specifically with CNC operators and that kind of thing. And, you talk to the manufacturers themselves, and they're saying, we can't find the people that we need. And so what the picture might look like, in a large scale can be very different within your own region and within your state. And so there is plenty of opportunity, and there's always going to be a niche and a need. I was just at a conference at MIT on Friday, and one of the things they were talking about how, it had been perceived that the country was going to move towards, service industries, and but now, everybody's realizing how much manufacturing is really needed. And the quote of one of the guys that I love so much was, 5,000 haircuts isn't as good as a Chevy.
Yeah.
And so that making of parts, and so that whole, the president is such a large supporter of manufacturing. So there is a big push back in this direction, and we need manufacturing here. So it does not have a bleak outlook at all. I want to just jump back for a second, if I could. I know
Sure.
Kathy mentioned Swiss Turn. They are participating in the Manufacturing Day. I was speaking with them yesterday, and they're having an open house there. They've just expanded and opened a new facility, and so they are actually one of the most modern Swiss screw machine job shops in the United States. And if people want to go visit them, their open house will be from 1 to 3 p.m. down in Oxford. So there's a good chance for people to jump in somewhere and see something.
Well, again, October 4th, a great opportunity to highlight the benefits and the role of manufacturing in our local area. And for folks that want to get more information, certainly they can check on our website, the www.cmwib.org. And they can also, Kathy, there's some information available as far as the movie that's out there in the local screening?
Probably the best thing to do is for people to contact me directly, and I'll give you my phone number. So again, it's Kathy Wrench, and my number at the college is 508-854-2712.
So 854-2712. And also, folks online can get in touch with Mass MEP and find out about some of the great work that they're doing. Now, before I let you two go, we do have a tradition here of playing a little game with our guests, just to kind of test your general knowledge, if you will. But we did gear this towards manufacturing. This is a very manufacturing focused segment here. So what we're going to do, here's a little game, and there's a little prize attached to it. What we're going to do is we're going to give you 3 products, and one of them is real, the other 2 are fictitious. But then this comes from the category of worst product ideas ever. Okay?
All right.
And these are products so one of these is actually a product that was made, okay.
Can they work as a team to come up with one
We
damn thing?
want you to work as a team. Yes, it's a team building
guess.
exercise.
Okay.
Okay, so here we go.
Excellent.
First choice is the automatic eyeglass wipers. So these are tiny windshield windshield-like wiper devices that would sweep away rain, fog, and condensation from your eyeglasses, automated through tiny motors, and it clips onto any standard U.S. pair of eyeglasses. So there you go. So that's the automatic eyeglass wipers. Next one is called the Hawaiian workout chair. And this is a chair that has a motor-driven swivel seat that allows you to work out without all the work. And it's suitable for home or office. So that's your second choice. The third one is the grill head. So this is a hood with a built-in grill that uses passive solar refracted heat to cook up to 4 hot dogs at a time. And apparently there's an optional bun steamer backpack that can come with it. So there's your 3. You've got the grill head. It's a hood with a built-in solar-powered grill. You have the Hawaiian workout swivel chair, allowing you to work without all the hassle of working out. And then you have the eyeglass windshield wipers. So I don't know. Ding, ding, ding,
What do you think, Kathy?
I think. So we're picking the product that was never manufactured.
No, you want to pick the one that was actually made.
Oh, okay.
Oh, the
That's
one that was
easier.
actually